And Kevin Culp from Super Micro, continuing with our podcast on HA cluster setup for SuperCloud Composer. Today's video clip, we're going to focus on NFS setup of our service class offering. Remember, we have two choices to make. We have either building a Ceph cluster for storage or utilizing NFS server setup. Because of some constraints in our customer demo lab, which is very small, we've decided to choose the NFS server setup for a simple implementation. So let's go through it here and set up. So I'm following along in the installation manual here. So I'm going to be simply cutting and pasting these commands in so that we don't, fat finger any of the commands here and cause some problems. So we're going to, first of all, issue the command sudo space su. Although we're logged in as root, it's probably a good practice to basically put us into super user mode, which we've done so. And then we're going to do our setup of the NFS directory. And so I'll put some comments in here so you can follow along. So we're doing our setup of NFS, and now we're going to set an environment variable here with this command here, nfs underscore dir equals quote opt slash nfs slash scc. And then we're going to initiate the make dir command, make dir p slash p, point to that location. So we make our directory, and then we're going to change the ownership of that file structure by simply going in and hitting the CHON for nobody, providing a ownership there. And then we're going to also make it as world access to that directory structure. So we're going to simply hit chmod 777 for full read and write access. And then we're going to initiate the echo command here, which will set us up for an export of the file system. And now we're going to now start by installing NFS. So we'll install NFS by initiating an app update, which is always a good practice to do when you're installing or updating mirror images out on the internet. We'll make sure we're up to date as far as our cache is concerned here. And then once we successfully come back with upgraded packages, we'll install the NFS server kernel with the next apt install command, which I will paste here. Apt install -y NFS kernel server. It's going to go ahead and install the NFS server kernel. So this may take a couple of minutes here to chew away here and go out and get connected. So we're going to keep the local version currently installed. Or you have an option here, right? It says a new version of configuration file is available, but the version installed currently has been locally modified. Do you want to do about modifying the configuration file export? And we'll say we'll keep the local version currently installed. And then at that point, we'll come down here and hit OK. And then we'll continue on with shutting down the NFS kernel server by issuing a system control command here. And then using system control to stop the NFS kernel server. We'll export the file system by using the export fs-a command, and then at that point we'll then again restart the NFS kernel. And once we do that, we are ready to go with our NFS kernel server. So you can simply issue the command system ctl status NFS kernel server, and it'll tell us that we're active, which is important on our HA node, which you see here, HA node 01. And the NFS server and services have been started and is successfully started. So that is our setup of our storage service class. So we're going to continue on with the installation here. The next particular video clip, we're going to focus on generating keys, right? Generation keys for the preparation of the installation. So that concludes this video clip on NFS Server Setup. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.